You're welcome back. Let's do some security stories now. An Accra Circuit Criminal Court has issued a warrant for the arrest of Israel Damascus. He's wanted for rape and robbery crimes. Ghana Police Service Criminal Investigations Department believes he's likely to be found at Kaswa, Tuba, Kokrobite, Cape Coast and Nigeria. We have in the studio the Director of CID Operation of the Ghana Police Service, ACP Joseph Jamara Okulu. Thank you very much for your time. First of all, can you tell us more about this alleged criminal who is now on your wanted list?
Yes, thank you very much for the opportunity. Yes, Israel Damascus is a dangerous criminal who was recently involved in a robbery and rape case. And we are seriously at his heels trying to bring him to book for that offense that he perpetrated. In fact, he is the mastermind of a three-man gang that operated on that particular day I'm talking about.
I see.
Yes.
You say he's being wanted for rape. Do we know the details, who has been raped, who the victims are?
Yes, not only rape, but robbery as well.
Okay.
And for security reasons, I wouldn't want to mention the names or the identities of the victims.
That's understandable.
Yes.
We don't want the identities revealed. But are they minors or these are adults?
These are adults, okay, because it's rape case is not defilement, but
sure,
young adults, you know. And it was so heinous. We know people commit robberies every now and then, but in very rare cases we have the robbers raping the victim, the female victims as well, and that is what we had in that particular case. And we are poised to make sure that the guy and his cohorts are brought to book.
I see.
Yes.
You mentioned areas that people should look out for. You included Nigeria. Is that to assume that he may be out of the country?
Yeah, information that has reached our quarters indicates that he has intentions of escaping to Nigeria, apparently to run away from the pursuit of the law. We also have information that he is normally resident around Kaswa area, Tuba, Kokrobite, all those places that have been mentioned are places he normally, goes to. And residents in the area are likely to come across him. And we'll be very happy if people come across him and give us information accordingly so that he can be brought to face the law. Okay,
so if anyone wants to contact the police, if they cite this person, what tips would you offer them to go through this process?
Yes, we have very handsome tips for them. In fact, very, very handsome. I wouldn't want to mention the figure here, but I can assure the person who finds him that it's very, very handsome, and we'll be very happy if they...
You mean a handsome reward?
A very, very handsome reward.
I see.
A very, very handsome reward.
More than 100,000 cedis?
Araba, don't let me commit myself over here with that figure, but I can assure the person is very, very handsome. And definitely we know the risk involved when people volunteer information to the police. Right. And because of that, we make sure the award or the reward we give to them is really, compensatory enough.
Okay. Yes. And before you go, can you give us a review of crimes within the year? Is the crime rate higher now as opposed to last year around this time?
I wouldn't say it is higher, although we expected it to be much lower than we saw this year. It is not beyond what we can manage. I can assure you, the public of that. We have managed to bring it down to as low a level as possible. But then we had wished it were much lower than it is now. That notwithstanding, we have not given up. We have a few days to end the year, and we are not relaxing. We are not resting on our oars. We are still fighting very hard to make sure that we still counter these criminals who have decided not to give peace to the good people of Ghana.
And speaking of crime, any tips for ordinary Ghanaians out there watching, listening, on how to counter security issues when they are faced with them this Christmas period?
Yes, during this Christmas period, most of the criminals target the money of their victims. In fact, most of them want to enjoy Christmas, but then they are not ready to work to gain the money. So I would advise members of the general public to ensure that they observe simple security tips such as the ones I'm going to give. We know that on 24th night, for instance, people go out a lot to enjoy themselves. But I would admonish that in as much as you want to go out and enjoy yourself, make sure you don't leave your house at the mercy of thieves and, burglars. Because once nobody is in the house, it's a very easy target for them. And mind you, these criminals have informants. They send people around to scout and find out houses that are empty, and they easily break in and steal things from there. Quite apart from that, we know during Christmas people go to church a lot. Christians should not assume that whoever comes to church is a Christian. People have all kinds of reasons why they go to church. Not too long ago, just last Sunday, we experienced something like that in a certain church, where a thief went to church and sent a child, a minor, to pick the bags of some unsuspecting, church members. So they are all around, and we have to be wary of all these criminals. All
right, I have to say thank you very much. ACP Joseph Jamara Oklu is Director CID Operations, and we've been speaking to him about that wanted gentleman, or the gentleman on the run, who's being wanted for rape as well as robbery. And he's also warning, advising citizens that, you know what, don't take your security for granted, even in churches. ACP Oklu, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
All right. You're still watching JoyNews Prime. We're taking a